Hey guys, Sableye here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today we're going to keep things going with the Zygarde team that we featured in the last episode. So if you guys missed out on that, feel free to check it out. I'll leave a link up above me right now, but besides the point. We're sitting at number 46, had a really good stream last night, so we might be a little in above our heads with this Zygarde team here. But, you know, I don't have another account, and it's Crazy Climbing time, so if I kill the account, I kill the account. But we're going to try our best to at least hover around in the top percentile here. I'm not sure if we can keep it, but we're going to give it a shot. I mean, we did go 1-1 with Zygarde yesterday, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to get number 56 here, so what appears to be from Korea, but don't get me wrong if I got my characters wrong. We got Sun. Zygarde appreciates Sun, so this, I don't hate this matchup. I don't love it, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, yo, yes, Zygarde gets a free matchup. It's not a free matchup, because whenever there's a Venusaur, it's never free. However, I should be alright to win this. I don't like the fact that I don't really have anything for Sleep Powder. I do have Tapu Koko, but Koko is useless here. Like, that involves me bringing Tapu Koko into this, and I don't know if I really want to do that. So, I hate the lighting. Sorry. Just a random side thought. I hate the lighting at this time of day because it looks like I have half a beard and the other half just isn't growing. Sorry, that's wrong because my camera's mirrored. But it looks like I have half a beard and then the other half just isn't growing. But it's literally the lighting and it bothers me so much. Okay, anyway. Anyways, we're back to this. Let's figure this out. You guys don't care about my beard. Okay. How do I want to do this? Zygarde, like I said before, is amazing here. It is still going to be tough to set up, but if I can get it set up, we're good. I just don't know how to go about doing that. Instin's nice, it's just... Do I bring Koko? Do I go like Instant Koko? But if he just leads Groudon, I just lose. I'm gonna go Instant Thundy, Comfy Zygarde. Maybe I should just lead Comfy Zygarde? Like, maybe just leading Comfy and Zygarde is the play. You know? Click a coil, get set up, get going. Maybe Instant Zygarde, have an Instant in the back. Like, maybe that's just the play. And I'm definitely playing this team wrong. And I know I'm playing this team wrong. I just wanted to feature Zygarde. I don't play Zygarde well. One of the things I always tell myself, and I always tell others getting into the game, is don't sell yourself short. You know, don't say you can't run this. Don't say you can't run this. But I've tried Zygarde multiple times in the past, and it just doesn't work with me. Like, I'm not saying like, obviously if I sat here and I just grinded Zygarde, I'm sure eventually I can learn it. But like, I don't know, grinding Zygarde matchups is not really what I want to be doing. So I don't hate this, to be honest. This actually isn't that bad of a lead. So I can get a free fake out into this Whimsicott. They could also go for some sort of helping hand. They could also have Protect. I think I fake out the Whimsicott anyways. I do think that's the best play. And I think I might as well max the Thundy. And I think I'm going to do is I'm going to Airstream into the Whimsicott here. I think this is probably my best course of action. Of course, it's not what I really wanted to do here. I guess I brought Thundy, and if I'm bringing Thundy... They're switching out Whimsicott, actually. The Wish Granter. That's going to be Groudon. I'm kind of shocked by that, to be completely honest. I guess you're going to max Zard now, though. That's a pretty bold statement if you just max the Charizard here. Like, that's... this man's not messing around if he just maxes Zard. But, like, do you have, like, Berry? Like, are you Wakan Berry? Like, I guess you would take it, but, like, you'd still take 90%, 80%, 90%. Like, I don't know if you really want to take that. Okay, I guess you would have. Which, kind of unfortunate. Maybe they're just saying I'm not going to target it. Maybe they're going to max guard. I could see that. I expected the Groudon in for the Charizard slot, though, but, oh well. Got a call wrong here. I mean, I like how Charizard's wings just become straight fire when it Gigantamaxes. Yeah, Gigantamax. Not a word you say often. Normally just say G-Max. Just gonna let me get this fake out off. No max guard, so maybe a max Quake. Or faster, of course. Airstream coming out. Gonna connect into this Groudon. Does respectable damage. The big thing is gonna be, what does this Charizard do? Is it Wildfire? I'd like to see you set up Wildfire. You could just Airstream. You do Wildfire. That's obviously gonna go into Thunders. This is gonna hurt. Guys, I'm assault vested. I am assault vested, and look how much damage that did. Of course, you're getting solar power damage as well. Thundurus will have enough to take another attack. However, The problem is, will this Charizard guard? What I'm actually... I can't afford to do that, though. There's so many things I want to do here that I just cannot afford to do. Because, like, I'm really confident in the fact that they might guard this Charizard here. Right? Like, they'll click guard and let a Rock Slide and the Wildfire Chip take out my Thunders, so there's no threat to this Charizard anymore. Which would realistically be what I would expect them to do. And I'm going to click Parting Shot here off into the Groudon. But, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be... because I can't risk... I have to go into this. If they don't guard, it's too good if they don't guard. Yeah, okay, perfect. It's too good if they don't guard. So, we get the Max Lightning off right into Charizard. Like I said, I don't know why they were willing to take that much damage on turn 1, excuse me. Yeah, I really don't know why they were willing to take that turn 1. But they're going to go for the Airstream just to match mine. That makes perfect sense. Incineroar will be able to survive, but I'd imagine a Rock Slide is going to come out and just be enough to drop my Instant and my Thundurus. Unless, of course, we dodge, but I don't see that happening. That would be pretty lucky if we get that case. Precipice Blade, so they just ignore Thundurus, which, I mean, I'm okay with, I think. But I don't get. So that's 2 plays I really am concerned about. Maybe they're thinking I'm dying. Charizard's going to drop there. Yeah, I guess they assumed that I would have dropped to the Wildfire here. But my calculations say that I'm going to take this. So, and my calculations would be correct. So, I think I bring Comfy in because I can actually just Floral Healing. There's no real reason to bring Zygarde in just yet. So, we're going to bring in the Comfy. Floral Healing is really, really nice because I get healing, I get Triage, right? So, I don't know what this is. The Furious. Yo, this is a Furious Whimsicott. It's ready to go. Okay, anyways, Comfy's coming on the field. And I'm just going to heal myself up here. Why? Because I think it is the best play. I'm going to Floral Healing. Obviously, it's not going to heal me that much. And I still think my best... Not Dark. I think I Airstream, and I think Groudon's not too big of a threat here, so I want to Airstream into this Comfy. That's not a Comfy, that's a Whimsicott. Gonna hit the Whimsicott. I can always Floral Healing again. I would imagine we're going to see a Rock Slide at some point from this Groudon. I just don't know when it's going to come. Like, it has to at some point just try to kill me. Thundurus, get some health. They are going to Tailwind, which is perfectly fine, which is why I wanted to get a second Airstream up here. Heat Crash! Excuse me? Okay, sure. Airstream goes into Whimsicott. Whimsicott living on Focus Sash, which is fine. I can actually Floral Draining Kiss that next turn if I need to. We're gonna see what they want to go for here, though. Of course, we get chipped by that. That should be enough to kill the Comfy, I would assume. Comfy on 1. And Comfy being alive right now is possibly the best case scenario for me. Because I can either choose to get a Floral Healing. Heat Crash is wild. I'm still shocked. I'm honestly still shocked at the fact that that just happened. Okay, so what do they have in the back? This is the real question. Honestly, it's probably Venusaur, to be completely honest. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Draining Kiss, I think, and I kill the Cot. Although Thundurus gets outpaced here, so like, then I'm dealing with this Groudon for longer than I really want to be. I'm gonna Foul Play it. I have to deal with Groudon anyways. I could try to heal. They are gonna switch out, so maybe I get some decent health back here. The Kind-Hearted. It's gonna be Comfy, the Kind-Hearted. Okay. Comfy is really annoying. However, I think I may be able to take the... How much is that gonna heal me? Not enough to survive the Wildfire, right? Yeah, no. Thundurus is faster than this Groudon still, which is very, very good. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose both Mons. Heat Crash coming back out. I forgot Heat Crash was a move, to be completely honest with you guys. I forgot Heat Crash was a move. Unfortunately, Comfy is gonna die, and losing Comfy, I think, is the worst case scenario there. However, the answer just becomes, is Zygarde good? That becomes the question, is Zygarde good? I mean, we saw it was able to take things from Whimsicott in the last episode. So the question is, can I take things from Whimsicott, Comfy, etc.? I'm gonna 1,000 Arrows here. No real reason to... Actually, is there only one more turn of Sun? If there's only one more turn of Sun, I do probably stall it out. Although I can't really afford to do that. Actually, I'm gonna coil. I'm gonna coil. Just because they're probably gonna try and start floral healing. You know, they basically said 2 can play at this game. I don't think... Okay, P-Blades is gonna hurt. I was gonna say I don't think P-Blades will hurt that much, but P-Blades is gonna hurt that much. We're gonna get the Precipice Blades. We are gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit by it. That does way too much. Okay, this game's over. I don't think I can win this unless they randomly decide to say, hey, go ahead, you can have your policy. They literally just have to give me my policy. And I don't see them doing that. Oh, we get the presence of many here. But once again, it's just gonna be too late for Zygarde. I just want to put Zygarde in the thumbnail, guys. I just want to put Zygarde in the thumbnail. This is such an excessive animation, but hey, you know what? For Zygarde, it's here. Zygarde transforms into complete form. It doesn't give me enough here. I don't think I'm ever going to win this. Like I said, unless you randomly decide to say, hey, go ahead and have a policy here. I'm going to 1,000 arrows and try, but... Bruh. Bruh. You got your own policy on your Heat Crash Weakness policy Groudon. Okay, so things are wild. If we can dodge, we're actually not terrible. We can't dodge the P-Blades, and now that's going to probably kill us. Yeah. If we dodged the P-Blades, we might have actually ended up alright there. That was a crit, too. I don't think the crit mattered, because realistically, even if we survive, we have no way to gain HP back. So, we wouldn't have really been able to do anything there. Leading Zygarde comfy there, I don't think helps. I really do think what we led may have been correct. Just because of the fact that, like... We're gonna keep going, but I want to analyze that a little more, because, like, I think we could have won that. Like, that was definitely winnable. We're gonna drop to 69. That's alright. Still not bad, which is good, because it's not that big of a drop. Right? I'd love to hover in top 100. I think that's a really good goal, but... Gonna get Marsh at 149, so definitely really need this win. We're gonna get an Yveltal team. Okay. Back to the last game quickly. I have 20 seconds. I'm gonna give myself 20 seconds to talk about the last game. So, basically, I think on the turn they swapped out Whimsicott. If we switch Comfy out into Zygarde, and let the Zygarde take the last turn of Blades, let Thundurus go down, and then Comfy comes back in, I think there is a chance to win that game. Because we have Zygarde, we could Draining Kiss to proc our own policy, we could Coil up, we could set up, we could Floral Healing ourselves, because we're not losing Comfy. Obviously, we'd probably lose Comfy the next turn, but then they'd have to target that, and it would give Zygarde a turn to set up, so maybe that was the best play. But back to this now, I mean, Comfy's amazing here. I'm a little concerned about Cinderace. So I'm going to go with this, kind of scare off the Regieleki, and bring the Incin in the back. And basically I need something that actually packs a punch right now. And I mean, you probably want just support. Coco's not the greatest. I mean, I could go Thundy. But Thundy's one of those mons that just wants to max. Do I want Volcarona instead? I mean, Thundy's probably best case scenario for the late game. Just because I get free wild charge damage into the potential Yveltal. So I think that's probably the best case. I don't intend on maxing it. I'm going to be honest here. I do not intend on maxing this Thundurus this time. The max is 9 times out of 10 should be Zygarde. And I think more often than not, you should be maxing your Zygarde. So, probably just something I haven't been doing properly. But maybe I'll actually finally learn. Maybe I will finally learn in this episode. Regieleki and Incineroar. So like I said, I lead the Zygarde. It scares this lead immensely. I could just max and self-proc. Like I realistically could. Don't want to do that quite yet. But, okay. Okay, Regieleki doesn't want to be here. I'm gonna just protect, I think. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it so I don't take like a million. And I'm gonna attempt to coil. I don't think I'm gonna get the coil off, but you never know. If they do give me the coil, next turn I'm maxing and I'm going all out. It's as simple as that. Regieleki's gonna click Reflect. Alright, so we've got Screen Zaleki, which is kind of cool. Kind of here to just kind of hinder some offenses. I'm all for that. And we're gonna get a nice little coil up with our Zygarde. So they gave me the coil. Are we gonna see a parting shot? Oh, Wisp. That's a good play. Wisp is annoying. Now I'm not sure if I want to max this. Wisp Incin? You know, I respected I respected the Reflect Regieleki, but Wisp Instant I think is a bit excessive. It's a cool tech, but I think it's a bit excessive. Anyways, how do I want to do this? I'm just gonna keep coiling. I have no reason not to. Draining Kiss the Alecki, and I'm just gonna coil again. I know I'm hindered, and I know I'm never gonna have the damage output. But the thing is, if I can just sit here and not die, maybe that's the play. Regieleki takes a little bit of damage. Regieleki is gonna click Light Screen. That's perfectly fine. What's Instinct gonna do? Parting Shot? I feel like at some point he wants to get off the field, right? Like at some point they want themselves off the field to get some sort of offensive on. And there's the Parting Shot. Okay, and that should go off the Zygarde as well. It will indeed. Cinderace or Yveltal coming in for my opponent here? Probably one of the two. Probably Cinderace if you brought it. I feel like if you brought Cinder, this is the time you bring it. You wouldn't leave it in the back here. This is a pretty good opportunity to have it. But Yveltal coming in, so maybe there's just no Cinderace, which is definitely something. Definitely something you can maybe consider. But this is probably Screens Alecki and Weakness Policy Yveltal. So I don't know if I necessarily want to commit to hindering or to targeting it right now. I'm a little concerned about that, to be completely honest. What I am going to do is I'm just going to Draining Kiss into Alecki, and I'm going to go for the 1,000 arrows here. I know I'm basically minus a million because of the burn, I should say. I'm technically -1 plus burned, which is not great. Here's the Dynamax. It should be a Volt Switch from the Regieleki. The problem is I don't really have much to do versus this. Other than maybe just kind of stall out their max. So maybe I should be protecting Zygarde here because they're probably going to go after me. Right? Like they probably Weakness Policy proc and go right after my Zygarde here. And this is probably a misplay on my end. But either way, we're going to get a Draining Kiss out just for a little bit of chip damage. You can't complain about chip damage. Volt Switch goes out off of my Comfy, so they did not self-proc, so maybe they're not. Maybe they are just AV. It's still tough to tell. A little too early to tell. I don't think I can really make that gamble until we see an item. Like, until someone says you're not, you know, until someone 100% confirms that it's not Weakness Policy, I don't really want to Draining Kiss it. Of course, the Incineroar coming in with the Intimidate, that's a little frustrating, but it's fine. And what are you going to do? Going to go for the max? Darkness should be Yveltal. Sorry, into Zygarde. Sorry, yeah. Zygarde takes. Not well, but Zygarde does take, which at least is something. Floral Healing does not go through Protect. I think I'm going to have to just let Zygarde go down to some extent. And 1,000 Arrows is going to come out. Look at that damage. Look at that damage, Zygarde. Zygarde, thank you so much. Okay, and this is why I despise Zygarde, guys. Because you can simply do that. And the thing is, it wasn't so bad if I didn't get burned, you know. And maybe I should have maxed. See, it's a good thing I didn't max turn 1. I guess if I max turn 1 and Draining Kiss and just Quake and drop the instant, I just win. But like, I don't know how I call that, you know. I need to do something here that's gonna potentially pull this back. I'm gonna switch into instant for the Comfy, and I'm just gonna protect the Zygarde for the turn. And maybe I can just Parting Shot around things. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to take this. I have a late game max, which is probably literally my best and only chance. I need to somehow find a way to get my Defiant Thundurus on the field while they're pivoting off of Instant. So that way when they bring Instant back in, I can get the +2 and kind of take advantage of that. But this is still terrifying. Max Darkness, this is hopefully going through Protect. Yeah, okay, so it's going through Protect, of course. It's still doing a lot of damage. I expected nothing less. What are we going to see from this Instant, though? Instant's just going to Flare Blitz. Okay, that's fine. I take that with Instant, no problem. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so, you know, stalling out their max, that's a big... I can put a big check mark beside that, you know? What I am going to do is I'm going to Parting Shot off the Yveltal. And I still haven't seen an item. Have I? Where did it take chip damage from? Oh, my 1,000 Arrows, right, that did nothing. And Comfy comes in here. They might call this and drop me. Like, they could just Airstream Incineroar here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to go ahead and do that. They probably want a speed boost at some point. They could also Airstream to Zygarde. There's no reason for them to Darkness again. But the Parting Shot and then bringing into and pivoting into Thundy should be perfectly fine. There's no real reason for me to believe that they're going to Air Scream that one. Instant is going to take it, which is fantastic. Just allows me to pivot around a little bit more. But there's no real reason for me to believe that they're going to Will-O-Wisp my Instant. Their Instant's also going to go first here, which is perfectly fine. Parting Shot again. This is huge. This is really, really nice now. I mean, I could bring in Zygarde, Max Zygarde, Floral Healing, and go with that route still. Like, that is still an option I have on the table. I don't think it's what I want to do because I am burned. I still think Thundy might be the better play, but what's coming in? Lucky coming back in. So I do have to be considerate of that to some extent. And we're just going to Parting Shot here. Okay. So, Yveltal's down to -1. I mean, once again, they could still be weakness policy. But at this point, I really like this positioning right now as Thundurus comes back on the field. So, I somehow managed to stall out their max. And that's the big thing with Yveltal. Is that, yes, it packs a punch, but if you cannot let it gain momentum, it's really, really tough to pull off. Like, if it would have been self-proc policy there, it really probably would have just swept me. But thankfully, because they didn't go for that, or either they're not that, or they just didn't go for it, I mean, I was able to survive. Okay, I'm going to Airstream. And I'm just going to Draining Kiss this Alecki. The Yveltal's -1. It's not too big of a threat right now. I love how in Team Preview, though, I was like, you know, I don't need to max Thundurus. But game plans adapt when, especially when you get burned turn 1 from the Incineroar. I did not see that coming. Probably just, it happens. It's just one of those things you don't see in best of 1 and you adapt in best of 3. And you don't let Zygarde get burned here. But, like, that's the one thing I feel about Zygarde is, like, the one thing I don't like about the team is that I feel like I wanted Finny. Like, all the time, I was feeling like I wanted Finny. Like, obviously I haven't played too many games with the Zygarde team, right? But, I don't know, I feel like you need Finny. And then, like, just because you don't get burned, like, it's an easy switch into not get burned. But either way, we're going to get Thundurus on the field. If they have Will-O-Wisp on one of these two, I might as well click forfeit. I don't even think it's literally possible, but you never know. So, let's see. Comfy's just going to go for the Draining Kiss. Nice little chip damage here. Not expecting a lot. But like I said, just want a little bit of chip. Get some health. Heal back up. Maybe make myself unkillable. They're going to Volt Switch, which is fine. Not going to do a lot. I'm Assault Vested. And what do you bring in? It has to be your last mon because you don't bring Incineroar into this. You do not bring Incineroar right into my Thundurus like that. That would just be... Okay, it's Cinderace. Perfect. That's free damage. I'm surprised they didn't bring that in sooner. Oh well. Hey. They went for it. There's a Dark Pulse from a -1 Yveltal. I'm going to take nothing from that. Thank you, Thundurus. And we're going to get a nice little max Airstream out here into the Cinderace. That's going to be a crit, and that Cinderace is going to die. The reason I say it's a crit is because, there it is because of the Reflect. I feel like normally it might have just dropped without the Reflect, but because they don't have Reflect, I feel like that was definitely a crit, and as you see there it was. Okay, so getting a little lucky there allows us to capitalize on this max is what is all it really does. As they actually do just bring in Incineroar, which I'm kind of questioning, because now we're going to get our Defiant boost, and that allows me to just max up Lightning into this Yveltal. I know they have the Reflect up, but I'm +1 now. Should I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't Lightning yet. Maybe I Airstream again. Actually, I could just Knuckle into Incineroar. I'm faster than Yveltal. It hasn't been doing much damage, so you know what? I'm going to go for the Knuckle. And I'm just going to Floral Healing just to heal up my Thundurus. There's no reason not to. Right? This is what Comfy does. Comfy is just going to sit here and heal. I'd imagine we're going to see maybe a Flare Blitz into my Thundy. Just because they want to try and get rid of it. But Max Knuckle coming out right now. Going to boost my attack stat just a little bit. Instant not going to die thanks to the Reflect. And it might not have died anyways based on that damage. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? I mean, it would have been close. It would have been tough to tell though. We're going to see Yveltal go for the Oblivion Wing just to heal back up off of my Comfy. That's perfectly fine. And do you double Comfy because you're trying to get rid of it? To me, that would make the most sense if you tried to just get rid of Comfy here. You're going to burn. Once again, I should have seen that coming. Fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice, it's shame on me. I mean, that's on me. I mean, I had to try and kill it. And I don't think I ever was going to. So, like, going for the Knuckle, I'm okay with there. Because I'm just going to Knuckle again. And I'm going to Draining Kiss into this Incineroar. Eventually, I still have 4 Mons, right? You're going to switch out Yveltal. That's perfectly fine. I had no intentions of going into that. I get a free Knuckle up now. Regieleki probably wants to reset screens to some extent. I don't know if you have a berry on this Incin, which would probably be the biggest concern. Unless that left you out of berry range, because this isn't doing anything. I do get some health back though. And we're going to get a free nice little max knuckle. Going to connect, going to go out, go into this Incineroar. Is it? It is indeed enough. So, despite the burn, getting rid of that Incineroar there is absolutely massive. Okay, so we somehow pulled our way back through. We pulled our way back through, which isn't too bad. But like, I gotta stop losing the first episode. Because I feel like that's really bad for viewership. Losing the first battle of the episode has got to be terrible for viewership. They're like, yep, we're out. But it's fine. It's fine, guys. I'm having fun. And for you guys that stuck around, I do appreciate that. So we're chilling out right now. And I mean, I'm still +3 with the Thundurus. You know? Like, obviously, it's not like it's in a great spot. But like, I'm technically +1. Technically not quite. I'm actually not even technically +1. But anyways. I think once I kill a Lecky, I mean, I don't really have much of a back, but, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to superpower into the Alecki, and I'm just going to protect this turn, just because I don't want to die just yet. I don't want Comfy to die to a potential like a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch and a Oblivion Wing, which they very well could do. Thundurus is actually faster than this screen's Regieleki, which is kind of odd, and Alecki's going to die. So we get that kill, which is absolutely massive. And it's time to start attacking now. If they're policy, there's not much I can do. I don't know if they would be though. Oblivion Wing, Dark Pulse, that doesn't tell me anything. Opposing team's light screen is gone now, so I can actually justify going for the Draining Kiss, and I can go for the Wild Charge to counteract as well. Nice little Draining Kiss. I mean, I think I have what it takes here to still pull this off. And if they're AV, it's perfectly fine. But somehow we're up 4-1. Honestly, when this battle started and my Zygarde got burned, I didn't think we were going to be able to do this. But thankfully we're here. Draining Kiss coming out. Is it weakness policy? It's a long shot if it is. That does nothing, so that's definitely Assault Vest. Okay, that's going to be Assault Vest. We're going to get some good health back though on this Comfy, which is nice. No, it is policy. That just did nothing. That just did nothing. Comfy, get some food back in you. But thankfully Wild Charge does mad damage there. And they have to pick which one they kill. They're actually going to Dark Pulse, so that is going to go into Thundurus. And that's the way I wanted to see that go down. Based on the fact that they have to kill that one. Right? Thankfully Thundurus did enough damage. I bring in Incineroar here. Not that it matters at all. But what I do is I fake out Yveltal because they probably protect. And I'm going to Floral Healing. Not that it realistically matters. Because I just Draining Kiss and it kills. But I will Floral Healing for the sake of the fact that I can Floral Healing. And it might allow me to potentially protect Comfy next turn. There's no reason to. I was going to say it might allow me to protect Comfy next turn, but that doesn't help me at all. So we're going to get a nice little fake out, then the Floral Healing. Actually, Floral Healing's first, thanks to these speed tiers, and Triage being absolutely a broken ability. If they gave this ability to anything else, like anything like with better stats than a Comfy, I think if it had better stats than Comfy and actually had the same move pool, or a similar move pool, it would be 20 times better than Comfy. I'm going to Flare Blitz just because if they have to go after Comfy at some point. And we get a Draining Kiss, but Draining Kiss should be enough based on the first chip damage that we saw. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we split the episode. You know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It was a little bit of a misplay in Game 1, but that's fine. Like I said, guys, I don't expect to win with Zygarde. I'm just here to try to feature it on the channel because, like, it is a fun team and I don't think it's terrible. Like, it's not great. Like, if you commit to setting it up and you can get your matchups down, it's pretty decent. Obviously, as you see by the fact that this team cut a tour, but hey. With that, guys, I am going to update the rank just because, I don't know, I kind of feel like leaving it on the rank update screen is a good way to end it. But, with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the episode, feel free to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more content. And, with that, guys, as soon as this rank pops up, 49. So we literally lost nothing from that, which is really good. But with that, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next video.